Dial star 515 hash to subscribe. The TV1 News is proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TV1 News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, Sir Bob retains GG post, 81 support National Trade Bill, and hunters look to improve performance. The Lay Committal Court Wednesday morning struck out a case against Lay's Deputy Lord Mayor Jacob Maragao and his wife for allegedly selling alcohol during the beer ban. Maragao's case was brought before Senior Provincial Magistrate Pius Tapil with the police prosecution team seeking to obtain a warrant of arrest from the court. Police alleged that on Sunday, January 1st at around 8 a.m., 5 men were caught purchasing cartons of alcohol from 140 Club, which is a licensed liquor outlet owned by the Deputy Lord Mayor. Police then confiscated cartons of beer from the Deputy Lord Mayor's premises and invited him down to the station for interrogation and further course of action. The police prosecution team told Magistrate Tapil that in respect of Maragao's position in the city, he was not arrested on the spot. However, since he had refused to present himself at the police station, police submitted an affidavit highlighting Section 8 of the Arrest Act 1977 and Section 50 of the District Courts Act 1963. Magistrate Appeal, however, was not satisfied that police had tried all means possible to effect an arrest. Before striking out the case, Magistrate Appeal pointed out that Lay police are in possession of a good number of vehicles. Parliament passed the National Trade Bill 2023 today and made it a law. Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, when presenting the bill, clarified that the bill seeks to address the need for the anchorage of the trade policy function of the government.
Establishing the National Trade Office was a critical step towards establishing a regulatory framework to support the implementation of the trade policy. Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, clarified that the National Trade Bill will ensure that appropriate linkages are established between relevant stakeholders, both domestically and internationally.
Although PNG has existing trade relations with other countries under bilateral and regional trade agreements and other related treaty arrangements, there has not been any significant increase in trade volumes nor improvement in our trading capacity over the last 47 years.
Irikwayari MP Kit Iduhu commended the bill, saying it paves way for more trade within our country and abroad. Morobe Gawana Lutawenge also supported the bill.
And this particular institution has my support. is my total support. And as a nation, we should be looking forward to working and to make sure that we sell, we export.
Through this board that the minister is creating, we will be able to look at international markets. We will be able to address the issues like the minister himself has pointed out. Why is our taro not being accepted by Australia when Australia can accept taro from smaller Pacific Island countries? So I would like to highly commend the minister in acting in speed. And I say in speed, and it's record time in bringing this bill after 6 months of his appointment as the minister.
81 MPs voted for the bill to make it law. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
On Tuesday, January 17, 10 new reservist ambulance officers for East New Britain completed basic skills and advanced first aid training. The 10 reservists now join the 5 St. John Professional Ambulance Officers and SJA Ambulance Advanced Life Support Nurse based at the Kokopo Ambulance Station. SJA PNG CEO Matt Cannon thanked stakeholders including Governor Michael Marum, Digicel Foundation PNG Fire Service and other relevant stakeholders for supporting and participating in this program. He added that a formal graduation ceremony would take place on January 24. The new recruits boost the resilience and capacity to respond to everyday emergencies in East New Britain and are forced to be deployed as part of a Provincial Health Authority coordinated health response in the event of significant disaster in the province. Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai has been voted for a second term as Governor-General of Papua New Guinea. Sir Bob is the first vice-regal to be voted a second time to the post.
With many women calling for a change in the vice-regal post, their visas were not granted today when Parliament re-elected Grand Chief Sir Bob Dadai to the vice-regal post for a second term. Sir Bob received 71 votes, while lone female nominee Winnie Kiap received 33 votes after the Parliament voted through the secret ballot. Stephen Pokawin, the third candidate to nominate as GG, was voted out in the first round. Member for Kirivina Goodenough and Deputy Leader of Opposition Douglas Tomuriesa was first to congratulate Sir Bob and the two candidates.
Governor General Misawe, you sit down and him voice blow pushing law office blow you within the presence of this parliament. Let me take this opportunity to bring out the voice of the quiet people of Papua New Guinea, that you sit down inside of this powerful office. It is your responsibility, Governor General, to remain impartial and be a protector and a guardian of the Constitution of Papua New Guinea.
Prime Minister James Marape also congratulated the Governor-General-elect, happy that continuity and stability of Pangu Party and its coalition partners remains, with Sir Bob continuing his role as vice-regal.
When we came back into office as a government, we looked also into this vacancy that was looming, or another opportunity to vote that was looming in our term of parliament. And right from the start, we had no reason to doubt Sir Bob's impartial standing, Sir Bob's performance as Governor General, and long before Ms. Kiap expressed her intention to run, or long before Mr. Pokawin expressed his interest to put a hand up.
Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
TVWAN News continues after this break. Stay tuned.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
OpenNet. Without a doubt, you care for your loved ones. You want to keep them safe, whoever they may be with, wherever they may be, in the home or facing the world outside. Don't let anything stop you, not even bacteria. Protex helps protect your skin with natural extracts. Boosted with flaxseed oil, Protex helps eliminate 99.9% of bacteria for healthy skin. And with the power of natural goodness, you're ready to play every day. Protex, for the good health of your skin.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager. Bongum Yumi. Cheers to 70 years.
Unlock infinite possibilities with a back-to-school scholarship from Digicel. That's right, you could win one of 5 scholarships valued at 3,500 kina. Simply top up 5 kina or more or buy a 4G LTE smartphone for your chance to win. So hurry, visit your Digicel store today and top up 5 kina or more or buy a smartphone to win one of 5 3,500 kina back-to-school scholarships to secure your future. Only with Digicel, better together.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun, or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell Rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell Rice. Skell Rice.
Welcome back. While teachers under the National Education System are set to resume next week, their resumption of duty summary sheet are yet to reach the province. Morabe's Education Program Advisor Kit Tangui said funding constraints are hampering the delivery of this important form.
All teachers are required by law to complete the resumption of duty summary sheet and the teacher record of appointment on the first day of the academic year. This year, teachers under the National Education System are scheduled to resume on Monday, 23rd January. However, the Morabe Provincial Education Division is still waiting to receive the forms. Morabe's Education Program Advisor Keith Tangui said funding constraints are part of the delay.
NUG is not accepting free delivery, they want upfront payment. So as soon as everything is done, I think we hope that things will come in by today, Wednesday, Thursday or Friday. And if that happens, the teachers will have to come and pick them up, their principals, will pick them up from the district. The district education manager of each of the 10 districts will be available to distribute from the district level. So they don't have to come to the province. We'll give it directly to DMs and then inspect. On Monday, when they go into classroom, they start to fill in that. Like lay schools, Monday fill in the morning, and afternoon they bring it to the provincial headquarters. Road accessible schools, which are like Burolo, Makam, they bring it up on the 3rd day. And very remote schools, they will bring it up after 1 week.
The Provincial Education Advisor said after all the forms are submitted, they will cross-check them against the postings list at Tutumang House. He will then sign off, hand over to the salary coordinator, and will return them to Port Moresby. Tangui is urging the Education Department to quickly send the forms over, saying otherwise teachers will not work. Salome Vincent, TV1.
Bank South Pacific Financial Limited has renewed its sponsorship towards the 7th season of the Men of Honor campaign by supporting with 25,000 kina. This year, 3 ambassadors will be selected from each of the 4 regions, with one unsung hero award going to an ambassador from each region. BSP will also provide additional support of BSP merchandise packs for each of the 3 selected ambassadors for the Southern Region Award. The Man of Honor campaign is a peace-building initiative by Digicel PNG Foundation that focuses on positive behavior with the aim to break the cycle of violence in PNG. In an effort to keep improving ATM services to their customers, BSP is installing 120 new ATM machines and is working to ensure the ATMs are available for customers to easily access cash. BSP PNG Retail Ground General Manager Daniel Font said so far 27 old machines in National Capital have been replaced, with a plan to install 93 more by end of March 2023 in NCD and Ley.
BSP PNG Retail Group General Manager Daniel Font said there have been significant improved performance from these new machines. Last week, for example, the new ATMs installed at Vision City had an uptime of 91%. Mr. Font said they had installed new machines at Waterfront, TST 4 Mile, BSP House, Badili, Koki, and Harbour City. In coming weeks, they will replace old ones at Port Moresby General Hospital, BSP Gordon's Commercial Center, and Port Moresby Branch ATMs. In addition to installing new ATMs, BSP has taken a number of other measures which has contributed to an improvement in ATM uptimes. This includes software fixes, improved online monitoring capability, increased level of resourcing for ATM management, and training for all technical staff. Font added that ATM outages are invariably not related to cash availability, as all BSP ATMs carry sufficient levels of cash and there is more than ample liquidity in the banking system. The poor quality of banknotes affects ATM uptimes and hardware. BSP operates a fleet of 330 ATM machines in PNG. 121 of them are in NCD. Font said a range of internal and external factors can cause ATM outages. External factors can include general security environment, accessibility of remote premises where ATMs reside, power and backup generator availability, and cash denomination quality and quantity. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
Over 100 young people and children from the Mary Help of Christians, Sabama Parish in Port Moresby completed liturgical and program of new and innovative ways of understanding the Catholic faith this week. The missionaries of Charity Hanua Bada conducted the engaging and creative program, which was held from the 9th to 11th of January under the oversight of parish priest Ambrose Pereira.
Mary Help of Christians Sabama Parish instilled insights into the children's beliefs and deepened their knowledge of Scripture and the Catholic faith, deriving from the liturgical year, books of the Bible, sacred vessels, vestments, and the parable of the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd Catechesis invited every child to have a unique relationship with God and foster their relationship. The atmosphere of worship got the children and young people engaged in reflection and conversation with God. It involved presentations and talks, song and dances, reflection, and personal activities. Coordinator of the program, Sister Joaquina, said the participants responded well, and it is encouraging to note that they have received insights into their lives that will remain for a long time to come. Parish priest Father Ambrose Pereira said it was wonderful to see children and young people engage well despite the distractions around them. Father Ambrose thanked Sister Antao, superior of the Missionaries of Charity, for her readiness to conduct the program alongside fellow nuns who were animators of the 3-day program. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager. Bungum Yumi. Cheers to 70 years.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when giving it all you've got. When you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him all getter.
Hey, One-Talks, guess what? Did you know that with Digicel One-Talk Prime bundles, you get more free data for all your Digicel apps?
Free data?
Yes, get free data for each Digicel app with your One-Talk Prime bundle. Free data means more free entertainment. So what are you waiting for? Activate your One-Talk Prime bundle in My Digicel app or dial *675# today and enjoy free data only with Digicel. Better together.
St. John Ambulance, how can we help you?
Calls like these are a part of our day-to-day routine at St. John Ambulance.
Office base, this is Alpha 130. We cannot locate the patient or the house.
Our crew is unable to locate you. Ma'am, I would like to send you a text which has a link that can help us find you.
Introducing the GoodSim application. When you click on the link, you give us permission to log into your location and get to you in time.
Confirmed office base. Alpha 130 has arrived on scene.
Save time and money and pay your TV bills with a breeze. Call us today on toll-free number 1515 to set up your monthly postpaid TV subscription. And if you do, you can watch Digicel TV on your mobile for free. No data costs and no additional subscription. Don't miss out. Call us today for your residential postpaid TV package today. Digicel TV. More channels, more choice, more value.
Welcome back. The SPPNG hunters will leave no stone unturned as they look to improve on their lackluster performance from the 2022 Host Plus Cup season. Upon their return from the Christmas break, training has intensified with more emphasis on defense and endurance, which will set the platform for the second period of their preseason training.
Since precision training resumed last week, Coach Stanley Teffen and his assistant Paul Ayton have been impressed with the attitude and commitment shown by the boys, especially their work ethics at every training session, which has been intense and challenging. Ayton said the focus this week has been on defense and controlling pressure with good mindset, which is key in real game situation.
Last week we sort of eased them back into it. They did a lot of testing just to make sure that they were doing the right thing in the off-season, over the Christmas period. But in this next period, we're going to focus a little bit more on defence. So give us a bit of a mental mindset coming into the season, the defensive-based. Because our boys can attack, just those little defensive systems that we need to work on. So we're going to focus a lot more on that in this next block.
Ayton said everybody is ready to roll up their sleeves, especially the senior boys leading from the front. He said during training sessions they allow for feedback from senior players on how they want to play the game or raise any issues arising from training. Ayton also mentioned they have scheduled an opposed session tomorrow to trial out the team structure and the combinations before the squad is further trimmed down to 25.
The coach and I don't want to dictate how they should play. I think they're the ones on the field, so we want their feedback on what best players they can play, and then we might critique that a little bit. But apart from that, we don't want to say how they should play. I think they've been playing long enough, so they know what they're good at. So we just pull them to the side just to say tomorrow we've got an opposed session. We want their feedback on how they want to play that tomorrow. So. But the boys are pretty good. They know what they're doing, so we might critique it. I think we're going to video the match as well. We'll video it and then, just watch it back. It's the only way we can get better. So.
The Hunters will soon be announcing a date for a one-off trial match and who they will be playing prior to the start of the 2023 Host Plus Cup season. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
The Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited on Wednesday, January 18, presented a 25,000 kina check to Port Moresby Records Club to support the Junior Squash Development Program. The financial support will assist in nurturing young squash talent for the next generation of PNG representatives.
At the handover of the 25,000 kina check on Wednesday, KPHL said they are aware that the country has been quite successful regionally in squash, and this interest has to be maintained through coaching of junior players. KPHL said it is more than happy to make a contribution of 25,000 kina towards the Record Club Junior Squash Development Program. With international tournaments lined up for PNG's junior squash players this year, the financial support is timely. POM Records Club Squash Director Marilyn Alakos said KPHL's sponsorship is a big help.
We are in need of this kind of sponsorship, and we are grateful for Kumul Petroleum to come behind us and support us with the development, because the juniors, when we went down in Sydney, they were exposed to the level of squash that they need to get to. They did quite well in terms of their own development and meeting up with the Australian and New Zealand juniors. They were still quite competitive, but we were not there yet. So with this type of sponsorship that's coming on board, we hope to do better this coming Oceania Squash Juniors Championships, which will be held in New Zealand. So we are now going to prepare for our juniors to attend the Oceania Squash Juniors in New Zealand and our World Squash Juniors Championships in Australia in the next 6 months.
KPHL said its focus in the next few years is to maximize involvement in a wide variety of national development programs and the support of all types of sports, including squash. Susan Oriape, TV1 Sports.
8-time world boxing champion Manny Pacquiao has accepted the challenge to face Australian veteran and former middleweight champion Anthony Mundine in an exhibition bout, which is set to be hosted in Port Moresby in June this year. PNG Professional Boxing Control Board Chairman Bernard Fong recently confirmed that the Filipino, considered an all-time great in the sport and the former National Rugby League star, are expected to sign a contract to fight in Brisbane in February.
World boxing champion Manny Pacquiao and Australian veteran and former middleweight champion Anthony Mundine are set for an exhibition bout in Port Moresby this June. PNG Professional Boxing Control Board Chairman Bernard Fong said the bout will be a major event in the country and no doubt will receive global coverage and attention given Pacquiao's stature in the sport and popularity. The exhibition bout has been made possible in part by local promotional outfit Oceania Fights Promotions in collaboration with PNG Sports Foundation and promoter of both fighters.
All expenses paid by the promoter for him to go and sign a contract with Pacquiao in the Philippines. Once that is signed, it's sealed. Can they come up to help promote boxing in Papua New Guinea? Mundine was the first one that said, yeah, no problem. Now, Pacquiao is confirmed.
According to Oceania Fights Promotions, the historic exhibition bout will be staged at the Sir John Guy's Indoor Complex. Fong said local organizers are working closely with the organizations from Australia to stage the event. Meanwhile, Mundine's promoter, Peter Meniotis, said he's been talking with Manny Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, to lock the bout for June in PNG. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you're feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.